everybody, it is Julie. Welcome back to Pages and Pens. Today I am here with a video dedicated to the top 5 series that I would like to reread, or books. One of them is a standalone, not a top 5 Wednesday video. This is just my personal top 5 books that I would like to reread. One of them is a standalone, the rest are all series, but I have just really been craving a reread of these books, and I think I've discussed this before in a top 5 Wednesday, but it was not these particular books. So I have just been going back over my collection of books and the kind of reading mood that I've been in lately, and these are the ones that are really speaking to me. So as of right now, these are ones that I would like to reread, and I'm going to actively try to put together a game plan. Don't know which one of these I'm starting with, so maybe we can vote on it in the comments. But I will be rereading one of these, and I will be trying to work them into TBRs to do like one a month or something. One of the book series I don't have on me because they are still in storage, but I will get them from the library or somewhere because I just really need to reread them. And that will be the first one I talk about since I don't have it with me. And that is the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. I loved that trilogy. I know a lot of people say the movies are better and the books were really boring, but personally I adored the books and I loved the level of detail that could go into them that would never ever make it into the movies. Now, don't get me wrong, the movies were brilliantly done and there was a lot of detail in them, but there were certain aspects of different relationships and characters that never made it into the movies that were some of my favorite parts of the books. I'm just really hankering to get back into that world and just want to be an elf so bad, but my soul is calling to it and I would like to get to it soon. The next thing that I would like to reread, I believe I mentioned this before as well, that is the Harry Potter series. I have never actually reread the Harry Potter books and I want to. It's been a long time since I read these. I haven't read this one and I'm not going to do the math because I do not want to think about how long ago it was that I was a sophomore in college, but it's been a long time and I just miss them. I miss them. So I think it might be time for a reread of this series. Let me know down below, should I? Then also, I think I talked about this in a couple book hauls, but the Wicked Lovely series is about Fae and Fae royalty and a girl that's kind of thrown into the world of Fae, and I really enjoyed the first couple of books. I think I read the first 3 or 4 books, and I think there's 5 in the series. So I've never finished the series, but I would need to reread the first like 4 to get to the 5th one. So I'm really considering doing a reread of this series so that I can get to the last one, which may put it to the top of the list because I really would like to say I finished this series. And as of right now, I can't. But this book was really good. And I remember it so long ago, but I remember really liking it. And I believe that this one is about like breaking a curse. You have to like willingly submit to, I think the Fae king of like the Winter Court. So you have to like sacrifice yourself to possibly be frozen. Like if you are not his actual true love, you will be frozen forever until the next girl comes along that is willing to risk being frozen forever, I believe was the premise of this, and I really liked it. The next one is my only standalone, and that is The Host by Stephenie Meyer, and it is massive. But I really like this, and I rediscovered it recently, just remembered it and decided that I really wanted to try to reread this at some point because I really liked it. And it's been forever since I read this. Like, I don't even know when this was published, but I want to say it's been like 10 years since I read it. Not quite. This was published in 2008, and I think it's probably around when I read it. Like, I read it right away. So it's been a long time still since I read this, almost like 8-9 years, and I really think that I would enjoy reading it again. And then this one, which is like a 12-book series. And this is Kim Harrison's Rachel Morgan, the Hollow series. You guys have heard me talk about this over and over and over and over and over and over. And unfortunately, the only way that this one is like anywhere on the internet for sale ever is in these mass market paperback copies, which I don't enjoy reading anymore. Like at the time I read these, I probably didn't mind, but I think I read the majority of these in e-form. So this is gonna probably really annoy me. I might just have to go back and reread it on my ebook, on my Nook, but I'd rather not. I mean, I have these now in physical copy because I like them enough that I wanted to order them. So at some point I do want to do a reread because I miss Ivy and Rachel and Jenks. Like I miss the world. It's just so good. Like if I haven't convinced you to read these yet, just so good. So those are the 5 books that I really want to reread, and I don't know which one to do. I'm leaning towards the Wicked series just because I really want to read the end of it. So that's a series that I still need to finish. and I would like to finish some more series this year. I did that last year in December, and I can link that up above. My entire December TBR and wrap-up was series that I wanted to finish, and I did really, really well, and I'd like to continue to do that this year as well. So I think I'm going to do the Wicked Lovely series first, or just Wicked series, I think it's called. And then after that, it's a toss-up. So if you have a vote, let me know down below. My soul is calling to these books. That's the books that I feel like I need to reread at some point soon, which means they're some of my favorites. I miss them. That's enough for now. If you liked this video and just hearing about what my soul is calling to me to read, give me a big ol' thumbs up, click subscribe, and I will see all of you in my next video. Bye, guys.